Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, and we're stepping back out onto the gridiron for some 2025 score retail slash value boxes, whatever you want to call them. So 25 score has hit the shelves. It retails for 25 to about 28, 27.50, whatever it is at Walmart per box. And a bit of a change from the past few years. So the past few years, you've gotten 120 cards. They've decreased that by 30 cards down to 90. And other than that, there are some slightly different things to look at. But the other very interesting thing is, of course, they have some very high-profile NIL deals in place. Like they have Arch Manning autographs, for example, that you can go looking for in this product. Should be pretty interesting. I'm guessing, again, that's why they lowered it while keeping the price lowered the amount of cards while keeping the price exactly the same. But the thing that I'm kind of most interested in is determining whether or not these look exactly like the Halloween cards from this year, because I wasn't super impressed with those. So my gut feeling was kind of, these are exactly what you find in here, just with the, Halloween pumpkin borders or whatever you call it. Whereas last year, they were doing portraits basically of all the rookies, which I thought were pretty cool and was definitely different from what you found in here. So that's exactly one of the things that we're going to be looking to do. Just going to grab a couple from off camera here so that we can actually grab the whole stack, so we'll take a look at that. But for example, probably the best rookie I ended up pulling was the Travis Hunter. So let's take a look at these and see if it's essentially the exact same card, just without the pumpkin border to it. So let's get into it. We'll take the packs out and then we'll have a look around the boxes like we normally do. And Score has always had a bit of a soft spot in my heart. It's a set that I grew up on. It was, very cheap, obviously, back in the late 80s, early 90s. They were putting them in those, like, trash bag style packs that were very hard to open. But they were very cheap. They were, I want to say, I don't even know if they were like $1 a pack. But here, check this out. 2025 Score Football. Look for the rookie signatures in green. As I said before, 90 cards. Find 6 parallels, including a blaster exclusive numbered. So they are still guaranteeing a numbered parallel, which they've been doing now for at least the last 2 years. Ultra rare inserts, top 100, mystery rookies, and step ahead. Also memorabilia cards. Nonsense there. And then just some of the things you can look at. Once again, it's a 400 card set, 300 base and 100 rookies. I don't think that's changed. Be interesting to see what the mystery rookies are. They appear way down here at the bottom. So in most cases, when it comes to Panini products, that means it is indeed the hardest to pull. So let's get our sorter here and get to ripping. Still thick packs, still, 15 cards in a pack. I'm not sure if that's changed. Maybe they just lowered the number of packs. But this is different. Rookies are right on top. That's different. Generally, they were in the back of the packs. So Princely Umanmielen, who's a rookie for the Panthers. Of course, this will be the first we're seeing of the 2025 rookies, outside of the Halloween stuff, of course. Michael Williams, San Francisco. Xavier Restrepo, wide receiver for Tennessee, coming over from the Canes. Jordan James. And then we have a League Leaders card. So we have throwbacks. Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay. That's a pretty cool insert. There's Cam Ward. There we go. Cam Ward on the definite throwback. This is made to look like, oh man, this is early 90s right here. Let's say maybe 91, 92, somewhere in there. But excellent one there. League Leaders, 17.5 sacks for Trey Hendrickson, and Jordan Mailata on the green. So, we'll put the parallels over here. So, very similar. Like I said, we have the little pylon and then the helmet for the non-rookies. So we got Spillane, Etienne, Addison White, Shaheed, and BTJ, finishing on Bryce Young. So a nice Cam Ward so far. Good to know he's in the set. There's always concerns about those top picks not showing up in some of the cheaper sets. Kevin Winston Jr. of the Titans. There's Jaden Blue for my Cowboys. Mike Green. Jalen Walker. It's a nice one for the Falcons. And we go through here, flip these. We have first ballot Hall of Famer Earl Campbell. League leaders, Brandon Aubrey, 65-yard field goal. Nice Malik Neighbors. I don't know how much of a throwback that is, but I guess it's just because they're in the throwback uniforms, right? So, and Celebration, JSN. And Braden Fisk, who had an impressive year last year. Derrick Henry, D-Hop. Jason Taylor, still have some of the older guys. Fran Tarkenton, The Edge, and Nick Bolton. So no big difference from one year to the other. That's kind of the way score always is. Got something thick in here, I think. So may have gotten a memorabilia card. Derek Harmon. We have Kelvin Banks Jr. Terrence Ferguson. Ashton Genty. There we go. Another one of the top guys for the Raiders. And we got a Breece Hall. Breece Hall patch. Look at that. Stars of the NFL. Breece Hall. It's landscape. Let's see. The enclosed authentic memorabilia. Not from any game, specific game or event. So, unfortunately, probably not something he wore, but a pretty cool pull. Definitely would be nice if I was a Jets fan, but it's not the case. Celebration, Malik Neighbors. We have Danielle Hunter on the sack attack and another Earl Campbell first ballot, followed by Alex Anzalone, Jerome Bettis, Cortland Sutton, Calvin Ridley, George Karlaftis, Benito, and Tavenor Sweat. As we move along to the next set of rookies, Pat Bryant for the Broncos. And we have Alec Ayumanor. This guy's going to be a beast, I think, for the Titans. Jack Sawyer, another guy who is likely to make an impact with his team. Got Will Campbell. And we have our numbered card coming up. Ashton Genty now on the throwback. We'll stick that with the Ward, because that's a pretty cool card. League leaders, we have Cameron Kitchens, 103-yard interception, and a throwback to Garrett Wilson. And our numbered card is to 499, and it's Jonathan Stewart, J. Stu. And now we have Gonzalez, Walker, Tate, there's Taysom Hill. We got PS2, Gibbs, and a nice Lamar Jackson. I mean, listen, that's the one thing that I've always liked about scoring. At least at least for the last couple of years, they've guaranteed you a numbered card, which is super nice. Damian Martinez, Landon Jackson, Cameron Williams, Mason Taylor. It's a big one there for the Jets. And now we slide these over. We have a throwbacks from my guy CeeDee Lamb. Puka on the celebration. Sack attack, Kyle Vanoy. And our green is a rookie this time, Landon Jackson. Greg Rousseau. Trey Benson may have a better year this year. Bijan, one of the top drafted running backs in fantasy. We got Teddy Bruschi, Theo Johnson, Drake London, and Eddie Pinheiro, kicker for the Panthers. And just like that, we have a little security tag, and we're down to our last pack. Jalen Milroe. There's one of the ones we're after. Jalen Milroe. Quarterback taken by the Seahawks. Interesting to see if he gets any play time. Now we get Tyler Shaw in the same pack. So a couple of the quarterbacks. Maybe we'll set those to the side too. Kyle Monangi, I forget exactly how to say that. Jedi Barron. And now we move to the inserts. Sack Attack Van Ginkel. First ballot Barry Sanders. Mike Evans Celebration. Those inserts really don't change too much year over year. Waddle on the green. DK, now a Steeler. Be interesting to see how him and Rodgers develop some chemistry. Could be very dangerous if the two of them are on the same page. Aiden Hutchinson to finish it off. And that's our first box. So we got a couple of the rookie quarterbacks, the standard cards anyways. Did get a Genty that's in here somewhere. Also got the kind of throwback scores. So I would say those are probably the best pulls. Obviously the numbered card's not too bad either. Would have been nicer if it was a rookie in most cases, but we'll absolutely take it. And we got a memorabilia card, which I don't believe you're guaranteed, so not bad. Not a bad first box. Let's see what the second box holds. Another roughly 90 cards. You probably get less, obviously, if you get the relic. Jaden Higgins. Nick Emenwari is another guy. This guy's going to be incredible, I think, on the Seahawks. Just a tough-nosed player. I think he's a big dude, too. Does it say on here? It doesn't say how big he is. But he's definitely somebody to watch out for. Damian Martinez, Landon Jackson again. And a bunch of cards turned over. Throwbacks, Baker. Ooh, we got one of those alien inserts. Another Cam Ward, so two of them. Austin Eckler on the, I forget if they're called extraterrestrial or something. Pulled a Trevor Lawrence of these a year or two ago. So that's a nice hit right there. I believe it's, unless it's changed, it's still a case hit. So very nice. We'll absolutely take it. And then our green is Puka. Run CMC. Spillane, Williams, Robinson. Yeah, Joe Morris, a throwback. And Pat Freiermuth. Never know who's going to show up from a legend perspective. Quinshawn Judkins. Not bad there. Rookie for the Browns. Byshul Tootin. There's another Jalen Milroe. And another Tyler Shaw. That must be the, what do you call it, the collation. But we'll put those off to the side. Our throwbacks is a DK Metcalf. Got Aubrey again. Got Neighbors again. And JSN. So, you know what's interesting is this one must be some sort of parallel because the score is gold. That or maybe it's a misprint even. But I don't see any kind of numbering or anything that would indicate that. So I have to do some looking maybe after this. And a lot of guys we've already seen, sadly. Josh Allen, haven't seen that one. Dalton Schultz and BTJ. I've always found that very interesting about score. Like, I know they give you a number of cards when it comes to the blasters and all those other things, but at the same time, I just don't understand with a 400 card set how you can have the amount of duplicates between something as simple as just two blasters. And I think we got another relic in here. There's Mason Graham, another big one. Jack Beck. Devin Neal, and Curtis Rourke for the Niners. And our jersey's going to be Jordan Addison. Celebration is Neighbors Sack Attack Hunter we've already seen, and Earl Campbell for like the 3rd time. Jordan Addison, Zoned In. Once again, not going to be from any game or event. It's just sad, but what are you going to do? It's what Panini's been doing for years. Derrick Henry, Bettis. We got Josh Carty, Almonra, Young, and Tarkenton. Yeah, and there's still tons of videos out there of people opening up Panini relics, and it's obviously a different person, which is just because they mark them on the back, right? For those that don't know, you can, I mean, obviously it ruins the card, but you can essentially rip the relic right out of here, and it's marked on the back whose jersey it's actually from. Harold Fannin Jr., Raheem Sanders, I think we got our numbered card. Malachi Starks, should be an excellent pick for the Ravens. Kobe Bryant. And we're going to get our numbered card. You got Genty again. Wow, got both of those guys duplicates. Already seen that. Wilson, and our numbered card is Vita Vea to $7.99. So, got our numbered card, got our memorabilia card. At this point, we're not really owed anything. So, have to see what else shows up in these last couple of packs. 2 to go. Kind of seems like you get a memorabilia in every one, unless I just got that lucky. But we shall see here. Jordan James, how it finishes off. CeeDee Lamb. Wow, these are the exact same. Green rookie is Jalen Royals. Take that. And Walker, Rousseau, Benson. There's Watt, Van Ginkel, Bolton, and Benito. Seen pretty much all those. Last pack. Probably not going to get any last pack magic when it comes to score. Especially, like I said, when we've already gotten our numbered and our memorabilia there. Winston, got blue. I think we've already seen these as well. And these are no different. Van Ginkel, Sanders, Evans. Man, that's just crazy. And then finishing Bijan, DK, Antonio Gates. We got Ripien, Lamar. So, there we go. That's the results of 2 blasters. So, did end up getting a couple of Milrose, a couple of and then we got the kind of throwbacks of Ward and Genty, I mean, whatever you want to call them. Throwback to the early 90s, I guess. Did hit the Eckler, which is nice. You know, like I said, I still believe that to be a case hit. So we end up with 2 numbered, 2 memorabilias, and the case hit extraterrestrial. So, I mean, overall, if you're looking at value, probably didn't end up making the value back. You know, being that these were 25 a piece, so 50 bucks. I mean, these are the ones you're probably going to make the money on. Maybe a couple of the quarterbacks ones there, but, you know, I don't think we can probably get maybe $3 per memorabilia card or something. And these are probably like $1. This one might net you a couple of dollars, so unfortunate, but something neat to add to the collection at least. A nice case hit and a couple of numbered vets. Well, vet and a retired legend. So overall, not bad. I would say, you know, score almost every year is pretty fun. And this year, like I said, I don't think there's really any difference between these. I didn't get Travis Hunter, but didn't really get any of these. Oh, there we go. So there's an easy one to compare against. Yep, it's the exact same card, just with a different border. So there you go. You can pretty much get yourself a blaster of score, which is about 25 bucks. Or I believe the Halloween cards are 25 as well. And they're the exact same. It's just a matter of whether or not you want the Halloween borders on them or not. I would probably recommend Score, the regular Score. I would say that if you're not into college jerseys, as always, this one is one to stay away from. If you don't mind college jerseys, then it's a lot of fun. Like I said, you're probably going to get a memorabilia card more often than not, which is, you know, it's something cool, definitely for younger collectors out there. But other than that, probably stay away until we roll closer to the season and further into the football card season, when we're going to have things like Prism and Select and all that kind of stuff. And obviously these guys will be in their pro jerseys. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Always a lot of fun opening up some football. We're definitely going to be bringing you more of it as we get closer to the season. But if you enjoyed this video, you can head down below, click the subscribe button, click the like while you're there. We put out videos like this every Monday and Friday. We do rips and reviews like this. We do card show pickup reviews, and just overall try to have a lot of fun without having too much structure. It's just a good time. So we'd love to have you along for the ride. But with that said, the only other thing I want to say before I get you on out of here is just thank you. Thanks to each and every one of you out there. Those that take the time to, you know, even you know, give me a second of your time in terms of watching some of my content. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. It really can't tell you what it means. It's just really, really cool. And I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. And with that, I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.